What if the real villain of Gen V Season 2 isn't Dean Cipher, but someone who's been dead for decades?
Yeah, I know.
That sounds insane. But stay with me. Because after watching that Episode 7 trailer 3 times in a row, I caught something hidden in the frames that made me pause, rewind, and whisper out loud, "No way they actually did that." You know those rare moments when a show stops being fiction and starts feeling like a prophecy? This is one of those moments. Marie's walking straight into a trap. Cypher's smirking like a man who already knows the ending, and Amazon. Oh, they left us just enough crumbs to piece together a secret they didn't want us to find. And before you scroll away, trust me, what I'm about to break down isn't in any other breakdown you've seen. Because this one dives into the forbidden part of Gen V. Let's rewind that trailer, and let me show you the moment everything changes. The trailer opens where Episode 6 left us, Marie escaping Stan Edgar's bunker, Kate following close behind. You can practically feel the tension crawling up the screen. But something's off. Marie isn't just running. She's returning. Back to Godolkin University. Back to the place where all her pain started. Why? She's chasing answers. She wants the truth about the man inside that hyperbaric chamber. The one Cipher has been hiding like a cursed relic. And just as she gets closer, Cipher's already ahead. Always watching. Always calculating. Here's where it gets wild. Every time Cipher appears in the frame, the lighting flickers. It's almost like the world itself bends around him, a subtle reminder that he's not in danger, everyone else is. Now, I've seen a lot of mastermind villains, but Cipher. He's a scientist who thinks he's God, and worse, he might actually be right. And when Marie steps into that house with Kate behind her, notice the camera angle. Cipher's chair in the center. Mary on one side, Kate in the shadows. That's not just good cinematography, that's foreshadowing betrayal. Kate's eyes never leave Marie, not once. So, the real question isn't what Cipher's planning. It's who he's already turned. Cipher's entire game is manipulation. He doesn't kill, he converts. And right now, he's turning everyone, Marie, Kate, even Polarity, into pawns on a chessboard he's been playing for decades. Think about it. Stan Edgar warns Marie about her power, says she's got the potential strength of Homelander. And then suddenly, Cipher wants her under his control. That's not coincidence. That's orchestration. Marie thinks she's going to confront him. But she's not the hunter in this story. She's the experiment. And here's my personal theory. Cipher doesn't need Marie's power. He needs her blood. The chamber, the wires, the obsession with rebuilding the next generation of soups. He's creating something, or someone. But here's the twist no one's talking about. Cipher might not even be Cipher. In Episode 2, remember that archive scene? Hidden files labeled Project Odessa. Godolkin's notes about transferal of consciousness. What if that project succeeded? What if Cipher is just Godolkin's vessel? Marie doesn't know it yet, but every answer she's chasing is designed to break her. Cipher's smile isn't arrogance, it's déjà vu. Because if Godolkin's mind is inside him, he already knows how Marie's story ends. And that shot of Kate glancing toward Mary, that isn't hesitation, that's guilt. Kate might be the next to turn. Not out of evil, but out of pain. Her powers are fading. She feels human, useless, broken, and when Cipher offers her control again, she won't say no. And honestly, can you blame her? If I lost my powers and some mad scientist offered to fix me, I'd probably sign the contract too, maybe just in smaller print. Here's where things spiral, and you need to pay attention. Because if Cipher is just a puppet, then the real monster of Gen V isn't in the room. He's in the machine. That hyperbaric chamber. It's not keeping Godolkin alive. It's keeping him contained. Marie doesn't realize that by trying to heal him, she might free him. And when that happens, Cipher's little game will look like child's play compared to what comes next. This is the kind of twist that changes the boys' universe forever. So before we step into the deeper layers, the theories, the betrayals, the forbidden truth behind Godolkin's return, make sure you're subscribed right now. Because what's coming next isn't just another episode breakdown. It's the revelation Amazon doesn't want fans to notice. Ready? Let's open the chamber. Let's talk about the real theory. The one that turns every scene in this trailer upside down. What if Cipher isn't the genius, but the invention? If you look closely at the trailer shot where Cipher watches Marie and Polarity through his Defender app, you'll notice something strange. The camera flickers for a split second, like static interference, almost as if two signals overlap. Cipher's and someone else's. And who else's signal could it be other than Thomas Godolkin himself? Seifer's entire body language in that scene, the half smile, the deliberate stillness, looks possessed, like he's hearing someone else's voice in his mind. Remember? Seifer was said to have rebuilt Godolkin's work. But how can you rebuild something unless you understand it completely? Unless it's already inside you. My forbidden theory. Seifer isn't the successor to Godolkin. He is Godolkin. The consciousness transfer project worked. Seifer's mind is a host body, carrying the ghost of Godolkin inside. That would explain why Stan Edgar called Marie the key, not because of her blood powers, but because her power is the bridge between life and death. The perfect vessel to resurrect Godolkin fully. So when Marie walks into that chamber, she's not saving anyone. She's waking the devil. And that line from Polarity in the trailer might be even more dangerous. Suddenly hits different, doesn't it? Because he's not using God as a metaphor. He's talking about Godolkin, the man who wants to be God. What do you think? Do you believe Seifer is really in control? Or is he just another puppet for Godolkin's twisted resurrection? Drop your theory below. I'm going to feature the wildest one in my next video. Personally, if my consciousness ever ends up inside someone else's body, I hope they at least moisturize. Let's talk about Kate. Because her arc, it's spiraling fast. She's been through hell. Her power slipping, her confidence shattered, and her mind fractured from all the people she's manipulated. She's not just tired, she's hollow, and that makes her dangerous. Seifer knows this. He preys on vulnerability, and the way Kate looks at Marie during the trailer, that quick glance, half envy, half fear. It screams someone who's one step away from snapping. Kate doesn't want to hurt Marie, but she also doesn't want to be weak again. And Seifer knows how to whisper to people like that. Here's what I think happens. Seifer offers her control, freedom, and a chance to fix herself. In return, one simple thing, bring Marie to me. The heartbreaking part. She'll do it thinking she's saving Marie, not betraying her. And when she realizes the truth, it'll be too late. That's the real tragedy of Gen V. Every hero thinks they're saving someone until they become someone else's weapon. Tell me, if you were in Kate's place, powerless and desperate, would you take Seifer's deal? Be honest. I read every comment, and this question might just divide the fandom. For me, I can't even resist clicking, accept all cookies. So I'd probably end up signing Seifer's offer before he even finished the sentence. Now, let's get to that moment. Seifer watching the trio on his monitor, smiling like a man who's already won. Here's the secret no one caught. Look at the chamber. The cables, the light pulse, the faint vibration on the glass. That's not life support. That's data transfer. Seifer's not keeping Godolkin alive, he's keeping him online. And Marie's powers. The blood control, the healing, the life manipulation. She's about to complete the upload. That's why Seifer smiles. He doesn't need to stop her. She's doing the work for him. And once Godolkin's consciousness moves into Marie's blood, the world's most dangerous soup will have the perfect body. Born of Homelander's power, wrapped in innocence, and fueled by revenge. That's why the trailer keeps cutting to Marie's nosebleed. It's not exhaustion, it's integration. She's not just fighting Seifer anymore. She's fighting something inside her. And Kate, standing in the corner, realizing what's happening, can't do anything but watch. The same way she watched everyone else die before. Now tell me, what's worse, knowing you're the villain, or realizing you were never the hero in the first place? Yeah, I know, that's deep for a Thursday night trailer breakdown. But Gen V's writing is sneaky like that. It hides philosophy inside chaos. And if you thought Seifer's manipulation was twisted, wait till you see how he uses polarity next. Because the next part, it's not about control, it's about sacrifice. Let's talk about the moment that might break the fandom. And possibly end one of Gen V's most beloved characters.